Howdy again, folks. It's Rick from the Boondocking Bears. You know, sometimes there's nothing better than a steamed all-beef hot dog smothered in a classic Coney Island meat sauce with diced onions and mustard. Man, this is just the perfect comfort food, and it's easy to make, and it's perfect for RVing adventures. So here's a recipe. Have a look. It's one of my favorites. Enjoy, and as always, play with your dog. Okay, so trick number one. We're going to start this by mixing the ingredients in a cold saucepan. No heat yet. So in a cold pan, add a half a cup of diced onions, then 1.5 pounds of ground beef. Then add 2 cloves of minced garlic, about a half a teaspoon of celery salt, and a half a teaspoon of salt, and maybe a teaspoon of pepper. Then add 2 to 3 tablespoons of chili powder. Now you can adjust that to your taste, but 3 tablespoons really does give it some zing. Now plunk in a teaspoon of cumin, then a pinch of cayenne just to kick it up a notch. And now add some ketchup or your favorite barbecue sauce or even a marinara sauce, whatever works for you. And now the magic ingredient, butter. Now I know it sounds a bit crazy, but it adds some shine and some texture to the sauce, so throw it in. The last step is to add 2 to 3 cups of water, just enough to cover the meat mixture. Okay, now we can put it on some heat. So turn your burner on to high heat, and we're going to bring this up to a boil. And as we do, here's another little trick. We don't want clumpy meat sauce. So start to break it up and use a potato masher and keep mashing until you have the consistency you want. Now, as I said, 2 to 3 cups of water. I added 2, and this needs a little more, so I'm going to add a 1/3 cup now. Once you have a boil, turn the heat back down and let the sauce simmer for about an hour or 2 until it reduces to the consistency you want. The last step is then to taste and adjust your seasoning and then set it aside on low. And now let's get ready to eat. Now any old hot dog wiener will work for this recipe, but I prefer the all-beef ballpark franks. So boil those in some water, and the best Coney Island dog to me has to have a steamed bun. So put the steamer over the pot, add your buns, and they'll be steamed and ready in less than about 30 seconds. Time to serve. Spoon up the Coney Island sauce over the dogs, add some yellow mustard and some diced onions, and presto. Summertime ambrosia. Perfect for RVing or any time. I hope you enjoyed the recipe, folks, and please subscribe to the channel for more. As always, smile, be charitable, and leave some scraps for Little Bear.